What's up, Cincinnati? Well, it's the new sports edition of Set the Record Straight with Soul Train. I'm Stanley, Soul Train Jefferson. Well, last week I told you all that I was going to have a mystery guest, and that mystery guest is here in Studio B at Waycross Community Media. And I'm telling you, this is going to be a show that you're not going to forget. I told you all that. And I'm going to give you some clues on who this mystery guest is. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to reveal something that I'm wearing today. So check this out. Yeah, representing the Cincinnati Bengals. Oh, I gotta take this off. Yep, it has to do with the Cincinnati Bengals. Unfortunately, it's not the team. However, it's someone that you see every time at the banks during tailgating. And I had a privilege seeing him a couple of times. He's one of the biggest fans in Cincinnati Bengals history, I'm telling you. Absolutely the biggest history. So, you want to know who that person is? Do you really want to know? Do you really, really, really want to know? All right. Drum roll, please. The mystery guest on Set the Record Straight with Soul Train Sports Edition is Bingo Jim!
What's up? Woo! What's up, Soul Train?
What's up, my man?
Man, life is good. Life is good.
It's great to have you on my show, my man. It's great to have you. Well, my man, it's a pleasure to have you on our show. You know, my show. I've seen you a couple times. I got to interview you a couple times and everything. For those that don't know who you are, you know, even though they've seen you before at games or whatever, how about you start out by telling everybody who you are and, you know, how did you become a Bengals fan?
Yeah, absolutely. So, just a fan, just like everybody else out there. Became a fan when I was 10 years old. The first time I ever watched a football game was that 1981 season when I was a little kid. And I haven't missed a game since at the end of the day. That very first game they played the Seattle Seahawks. Ken Anderson got benched because he looked awful in the first half. They came back and won the second half. But Ken Anderson went on to have MVP year. They went on to the Super Bowl. And ever since then, I was hooked, man. And, you know, the name Bengal Jim wasn't something I made up. Like, I was probably 12, 13 years old. Every day I went to school, I had Bengals paraphernalia on, Bengals swag. And everybody in school started calling me Bengal Jim because I had on a Bengal outfit every single day. So that's how it all started, the Bengal Jim legend, I guess.
Oh, man. You know, I grew up watching the Bengals. You know, I'm from Lexington, Kentucky, as you probably, you know, you didn't know that at all, but I'm from Lexington, Kentucky. I'm also a huge fan of the Kentucky Wildcats, WKU Hilltoppers, and the Northern Michigan Wildcats. The latter two are my alma maters. But like to see you, you know, be well known and be a Bengals fan, you know, win, lose, or tie, it really shows that how dedicated you really are to the Bengals, you know, and that surprise run they did at the Super Bowl last year. I mean, it was a phenomenal experience, wasn't it?
It was crazy. It was crazy. We knew they were going to be better last year. I thought they were probably another year or two out from the Super Bowl. It was a magical run the whole season. The playoff run, to have my wife and all four of my boys at the playoff game here against the Raiders, the first playoff win in 30-plus years. None of my kids never got to see the Bengals win a playoff game. And we got to see that together. And we cried for a good 10 minutes without even saying a word at that game. But it was a magical run, man. It was a great year. And, you know, we're 4-4 now, but we're about ready to be 5-4 going into the break. Same record we were last year at the bye, 5-4 last year. So last year was magical, man. It really was. It brought the city together. It was amazing.
And, you know, speaking of which, I hate to bring this up. You know, we had to talk about that game on Halloween when they played that team up north. You know, the Browns. I don't like them either as much as you don't. But 32-13, you know, this is the first time, you know, all season they got to see an opposing team score a touchdown in the second half. I mean, and they did it without Jamar Chase and some other key players that were injured too, I understand.
Right. You know, I was up there, city up north. I don't like using that C word. I call them the city up north. The other team, I don't like, the city near West Virginia. I don't say their names. That's how we do. But, it was one of those days. It's been a long time since we had a game like that. I mean, every loss we've had this year has been on a walk-off field goal. So it was awful. I'm forgetting about that. We're moving on. We just got hit, just one of those things. At the end of the day, I think every team has those games sporadically. We haven't had one of those games in a long time. So I'm not stressing over it right now. We just got to move forward. We got to get ready for Carolina and get this win this week before we go into the bye.
And, speaking of which, that's going to be the Queen City Showdown. We'll get to that here in a bit. Now, again, I got to see you several times, at your tailgating experience down at the Banks. It's pretty cool to see all those Bengals fans. And me, I like to get them hyped up. Can I get a who dey?
Yep, who dey, baby, who dey.
Who they think going to beat them Bengals?
Nobody, baby.
Nobody. Nobody. So tell me about the Bengal Gyms, tailgating experience that you have at the Banks.
Yeah, it's funny. It's this tailgate has blown into something we never would have imagined years ago when this first started in 1993. Just me and a bunch of buddies with a charcoal grill in 1993 with a case of beer down there in the old Riverfront Stadium. But today, it's unbelievable. We're getting anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 people at a tailgate. We get celebrities every week that come down. There's players' families that come down. Ickey Woods will be down there this week. We've had Jamar Chase's family, Joe Burrow's family down there. A lot of former players, Pete Johnson, Ken Anderson, Anthony Munoz, a bunch of folks come down. But we have local restaurants that bring food down. We have 16-lot brewery here in Cincinnati that brings about 10 to 13 half barrels down. Beer Fest Craig. We just got a bunch of good people down there. We got DJs. Cincinnati Music Accelerator, Kick Lee's down there with the sound, where our DJs and stuff. So it is a fun atmosphere, family-friendly atmosphere. You've been down there. You know how it goes. And it's people you wouldn't spend time with typically outside of football season. You don't see some of these folks until game day in the tailgate. You have people that run multi-million-dollar businesses down there, T-shirts and shorts, talking to anybody that it's just everybody's family. Everybody's the same. Everybody's on the same level that day, and that's what I love about it. It's friends and family and people you don't get to hang with outside of football, hanging with each other, having fun together before they go into the game that Sunday morning. It's been an awesome thing. And one thing I add to that is that we've always supported local charities over the years, but the last few years, especially with the Super Bowl run, the charities have really shot through the roof. We're over $60,000 this year for a lot of our local charities. We expect to top. Our goal was $75,000. We may even hit $100,000. So we focus on charities during that game. We raised a little over $5,000 for the Joe Burrow Foundation last Sunday. We got Javonte Woods Foundation down there this week. We also have a podcast that we do some foundation stuff with as well. But the tailgate is a lot of fun. A lot of people involved with it. It's a group of people pulling this thing off because you can't do it by yourself. And if you haven't been to a tailgate, I don't care if it's our tailgate or anybody's, but get down there. The experience, pregame experience of enjoying a tailgate before going to the game, nothing beats that. I don't care if you have a 50-inch flat screen TV at home and a comfortable couch. Nothing beats that game day experience in a pregame.
And as you can see, I'm showing pictures of the tailgating experience and other adventures that you got to be involved with the Bengals. I mean, when you look at these pictures here, I mean, especially this one right here. I'm going to start with this one right here. When you look at these pictures that you sent to me earlier, what does that say to you and especially the fans?
I just think it's a lot of fans. It's interesting. We get this comment every home game. Hey, this is my first time ever experiencing a tailgate, and I have never had. They never had any idea that's how it went. Right, the food, the beers, pops, and waters, and the margarita bar, the Bloody Mary bar, all the things that we're doing down there, having fun together in a very safe, family-friendly atmosphere. Once you come to a tailgate, I promise you'll be hooked. You'll be hooked because it is so much fun. We got people come to tailgates down there, Soul Train, that don't go to the games. They'll come down and tailgate and find a spot somewhere on the Banks or OTR, somewhere in Northern Kentucky to watch the game. So we've even had people say, you know what, I've got season tickets because of this tailgate. And that's every week we get that comment. So if you haven't experienced a tailgate, man, I'm telling you, get down there. You will have a blast. And the weather this week's going to be beautiful, Soul Train. It's going to be nice down there.
And there's another picture I want to show. You were the ruler of the jungle at one game. When was that game, and what was it like, being a part of that?
It was a little humbling, and to be honest, I wanted to do my best to represent Hoot Nation because it was the Kansas City game, and that was one of the biggest regular season games of the year last year, that Kansas City game. Kansas City coming in, favored to beat us at home. Nobody thought we had a chance to win that game. Me standing up there a couple minutes before kickoff, kind of getting the crowd fired up with the Hoot chant with that staff they gave me. I was the first fan that ever did that. It was always a player or somebody of way more importance to me up there. So for them to give me that honor during that Kansas City Chiefs game, I can't begin to tell you how humbling that was. It was an awesome experience.
And someday that might be me.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
might want to do that because I'm trying to show my Bengal fan proudness. When I was in college, when I was at WKU, I was like the hype man. I always like held a dry erase board saying "do the wave," and get the crowd pumped up and stuff like that. And you remind me of myself because you're very well spoken. You'll talk to anybody. I'll talk to anybody myself. I can entertain people and all that. Why do you think I'm doing this talk show?
Yep.
Again, my mission statement on my show is good vibes and good times, and I'm definitely having a good time with you. I always have a good time with you. You always put a smile on my face, and I want to personally thank you for
It means a lot, Soul Train. It really does.
Oh, I know it is. You mean a lot to me so much. This is the first NFL team I got full exposure of. I only got to see it on TV, but this is like the first time in my life I got to experience, the NFL, with fans and people like you. And I want to personally thank you for that.
No, I appreciate it, man. This is what it's about, man. It's like we would not have met without Bengals football, right? And there's so many people at that tailgate the same way. These are people, friends that I have. I would say more than half the friends I have today are because of Cincinnati Bengals football. If it wasn't for that tailgate and Cincinnati football, I wouldn't know a lot of these folks, man. And they bring people together. That's what I love about this.
All right. And it's my understanding, too, that you have a Facebook page, Twitter, and Instagram. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, that has really shot through the roof, also helping with a lot of the charity events we're doing as well. We've got a Twitter page. I think we're up to like 48,000 followers on Twitter. Never would have thought years ago when we started that Twitter page we'd ever have anywhere close to that. It's Bengal Gyms BT_BTR on Twitter. BTR stands for Before the Roar. On Facebook, it's the same thing. Just look up Bengal Gyms Before the Roar. That's on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We also have a YouTube channel that's under that as well, that we store a lot of our video and audio stuff that we do for our podcast as well.
Wow. That's a lot that you all can do for that. That means a lot.
Yeah, we started these pages off Soul Train just as kind of communication, what was going on at the tailgate that week, and it has grown into way more than that. It's still that, but it's a lot of focus on charities through our social media pages, a lot of fun we're having, a lot of Cincinnati Bengals history. If you've ever followed any of our social media pages, we do a lot of video game clips from the 60s and 70s, 80s, and 90s. There's a lot of people that don't know a lot about Cincinnati Bengals football history, and that is one of the big keys to our page. Our pages there in social media is helping people understand, the young folks today, how great this organization was in the late 60s and 70s and 80s, and let them see some of these former Bengal greats. So those social media pages are doing a lot of different things for us.
You heard it here, folks, people. You heard it here first. If you want to be a part of the Bengal Gyms experience on social media, I got it right here. Bengal Gyms _BTR. He's available, again, like he said, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Yeah.
So
I add one more thing. Just, I got to shout out some folks because this tailgate, let me tell you, it is massive. 1,500 to 2,000 people at every tailgate. You were down there. You saw it. It's crazy. It's people like Tony the Tiger. It's people like Tony the Tiger and his wife, Carrie, my wife, Trisha, my sons, James from Indianapolis, Dell Hall from 16 Lots, Luke and Mariana, and I'm forgetting names. Craig from Cincy Beer. Man, it is a group of people that organize for months before the season starts to put this stuff together, and you can't pull this off without those folks, man, helping out. And they're an awesome group of people that are part of my family.
And I'm glad to be a part of yours too.
Absolutely,
I really am. And again, I know it's cliche, but thank you so much for making me part of the experience with the Bengals. And my next goal is, since I'm talking to you, I want to get the Bengals players involved in this too. I definitely want to get them involved, especially Zach Taylor. I got to interview Zach Taylor at a press conference a couple weeks ago. I mean, it was a wonderful experience. I got to interview some of the players.
He's good people. They're good people.
Yeah, they're good people. And I would love to have them on my show. If you can do, anything to get them on my show, spread the word. I'll tell you about my Facebook page and all that here in a moment, getting near the end of the show. But I would love to have Zach Taylor, Joe Burrow, and, some of the other guys on my show because, I want to get you all exposed. You're already exposed, to Cincinnati, but, I want you all to get more exposed. I want to get myself exposed to y'all and everyone else. But, I couldn't do it without you. And, again, thank you so much.
We appreciate it, brother. It means a lot, man. We had fun down at the tailgate together, man. So I'm glad we got to get together outside the tailgate as well.
Oh, yeah. Now, Bengals fans, once again, if you want to learn more about Bengals Gyms social media, here it is once again right here. It's Bengal Gyms, BTR. It's available on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So I highly recommend all you people in the Who Dey Nation to please, please, please visit his page. You can see pictures, you can see videos, correct?
Yeah.
And all kinds of stuff. I mean, and also during the game, before the game, please stop by at the Banks. It's right across the street from Paycor Stadium on
Marion Way.
Marion Way, on Marion Way. Yes, Marion Way. It's right, along the Ohio River. He has his orange school bus, his logo with the hat and everything.
And that 25-foot tall, big blow-up inflatable burrow.
Oh, yes.
Big burrow.
Oh, yeah. All that. Please, 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 please visit him there. Trust me, you will not forget. And another thing, too. I got a graphic here that I want to show all of you, including you, Bengal Jim. Queen City Showdown.
Oh, baby. Oh,
yes.
baby.
The
Hold
Who
on. It's the original Queen City, us. Because we the Queen City, not Carolina.
Okay, I remember that. I remember that. The real Queen City Showdown. Yeah. The real Queen City, Cincinnati Bengals.
Yes, sir.
Cincinnati, of course, versus the other Queen City, Charlotte. That game's gonna really show us who the real Queen City is, and I already know who they are. It's all about the Who Days. You can watch that game 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Fox, November 6th at Paycor Stadium. And don't forget, please don't forget to visit Bengal Gyms tailgating experience on Marion Way along the Banks. They have food, entertainment, DJs. I've been there. Trust me, you don't want to miss this.
Yeah, and it doesn't cost you to attend. We just ask for donations to offset cost of the tailgate. So there's no tickets. You just walk on down and join us, and I promise you will have a great time.
Oh, yes, you will. Hold on a second. Oh, there we go. Had some technical difficulties with the buttons, but people, please, all Bengals fans, if you want to be a part of the experience, please come out and keep, no matter what, if they win, lose, or tie, I'm here to tell you first, and I'm here to tell you, Bengal Jim, I'm always going to be repping the Who Days. Bengals, Who Day.
Win or lose, baby, we're here. Win or lose.
I do that with Kentucky, too, definitely with Kentucky. So, come here, Bengal Jim. I want to do something. Here, come here.
Uh-oh. Come on. What you got me doing now?
You'll see. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Oh, this way. There you go.
It's a one-man show in here. He's doing it all.
Yeah, it's a one-man band. Now, before we go and I tell everyone about my social media page, I have to do this. We're going to do it again at the end of the show. Here. We're going to do the Who Dey chant.
Let's do it.
Do it as loud as you can so the city of Cincinnati can hear you.
Us both, ready?
Yes.
All
right, 1, 2, 3. Who Dey? Who Dey? Who Dey think gonna beat them Bengals? Who Dey? Who Dey? Who Dey think gonna beat them Bengals? Nobody! Let's go Bengals! Beat the Panthers! Woo!
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you get that right. So Who Dey Nation, y'all better watch this game. This is a much needed game for the Bengals. You know, you saw what happened to them on Halloween when they played the Browns. Please support the Bengals on Sunday.
Hey, man, look, man, the Bengals need us. We're going to have peaks and valleys throughout the year, every single year. Just like last year's Super Bowl run. We had good times and bad times. We're in a little valley right now. It's okay. The players need us. They need you, the Bengal fan down there, as loud as you can in that stadium. Let's pick them up. Remember, we win this game Sunday, which I truly believe we're going to. We're 5-4. It's the same exact record we had last year going into the bye week during our Super Bowl run. We ain't giving up on these guys, but let's get down there and support these guys. Let's make this home atmosphere as difficult as we can possibly make it for these Carolina Panthers. The fake Queen City's playing the real Queen City, so we got to take these guys down. The fans need to help. We need to help the players.
And here you go once again. The real Queen City, Cincinnati, versus the fake ones from Charlotte, North Carolina, the Carolina Panthers. Again, November 6th, Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fox at Paycor Stadium. Be there, folks. Be there, Who Dey Nation. They need you. We need to be 5-4 going into break, like Bengal Jim says. Please be there. Be there. Or watch it on Fox. Watch it on Fox. I always watch it on Fox, you know, when I'm at work or whatever. Please be there. Bengal Jim?
Yes, sir.
It's a pleasure.
Love you, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate
and I'm going to show you a little something. For those of you that wants to learn more about my show and wants to watch videos of, you know, the latest episodes, including this one right here, you can go on my YouTube page. It's Broadcasting Genius. You can find the latest videos and all kinds of great stuff. And also, I want you all to go on my Facebook page that you see right here. It's Set the Record Straight with Soul Train. You can find the latest videos, pictures, information, and all that great stuff on there as well. And also, you can contact me. Oh, whoops, wrong one. At strsoultrain@yahoo.com. Again, that's strsoultrain@yahoo.com.
Hey, and if you guys ever run into Soul Train out in public, at the store, wherever, man, stop this man. He will sit there and talk to you. Very approachable. You'll love talking to him. I promise you.
Hey, you got that right. Amen to that. You heard Bengal Jim. If you trust Bengal Jim, you can trust me. Count on me, Who Dey Nation. Count on me. All right. Like I promised, we got to do the Who Dey chant once again. Give me 1 second here. Let me get the music going real quick.
We got music this time.
Oh, yes, we will. Oh, yes. Let me get the volume going up here. All right. Now, are you ready to do the Who Dey chant?
Let's do this.
All right. Let's do it once again, and let's get loud and proud this time. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Who Dey?
Who Dey? Who Dey think gonna beat them Bengals? Who Dey? Who Dey? Who Dey think gonna beat them Bengals? Nobody!
Let's get it this Sunday, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, you got that right. Now, people. People, please be there on Sunday. Support the Bengals. And remember, until next time, keep it fresh, Cincinnati.
Who Dey?
Who Dey? Peace.